Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. All right. How about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now, New York starting five. We've got OG Anunoby. DeLon Wright is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Towns in at the 5. Here's Allen. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Mitchell against Wright. Allen with a screen on Wright. A nice shot by Mitchell.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Now here's Bridges. Good on the bucket. Bridges has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Mobley, a screen on Wright. From deep, Mitchell drills it from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Mitchell into the lane, and Anunoby pulls it down.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. They get it back. Pass to Hart. Back to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Mitchell against Wright. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Sees his man. Threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 7-point differential. Yep, count it.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons. I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Anunoby for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mitchell with the ball, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Mitchell misses.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Cleveland ball.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Driving to the basket. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And there's the screen. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Team foul.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. It's stolen by Wright.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Mitchell. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Outside Anunoby. A deep 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Mikal Bridges has been on display. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defenses, forcing turnovers and quickly converting.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Sinks the tray.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Graham, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
3 on the clock. Towns can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mobley, the shot's good.
Boy, it doesn't take long for Evan Mobley to get to the cup.
New York trailing. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here's Okoro. Yet to see a basket. Back to Mobley. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's Mobley. 5 points in the game. Okoro passes to Mobley. The shot won't fall. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Stolen by Mitchell. All by himself. Okoro with the ball. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Hunter passes to Allen. Now Mitchell inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Hunter against Wright. Towns outside. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Karl Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Outside Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Hart. 6 to shoot. Here's Okoro. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Okoro's got his first basket.
Wow, that's a nice burst of power from Okoro. Use your muscles to get past that contact.
Pass to Bridges. Here's the floater. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The Cavaliers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship BA in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. And Anunoby for 3. And the Knicks another 3.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Mitchell against Bridges. Mobley, a screen on Bridges. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Hunter. Allen finds Hunter. Back to Allen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Now here's Mobley. 5 points in the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges misses.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Can they get it? The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
That's the end of
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Achua in at power forward. That one goes. Count it. And the Knicks lead by 1. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
BA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Here's Tucker. He drops it from range. And now it's a 4-point Knick lead.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. Here's McBride. Offensive board. The kick out to Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Garland. Brunson misses. Well, the Cavaliers shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. To the wing on the left. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. And rejected.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Clock at 4. From deep, Strus knocks down the triple. Strus has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Garland feeling it out a bit, and Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Strus. Thompson, a screen on Tucker, and here's Strus outside. Robinson with the block, and he recovers it. 2 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Brunson against Garland. From the top of the key. And it's Brunson again missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Pass to Strus. Merrill with it. Now guarded by Achua. To the inside. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Boy, that's a nice little flash there from Thompson. Pick and roll to get into space where he can finish.
Here's Brunson outside. And it's Merrill who clears it away. Cleveland has got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Connects from downtown. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Back to Tucker. The kick out to Brunson. Over Garland. New York again can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And he gets it to go.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Outside Brunson. Over Garland. To halt the run. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Robinson. Brunson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Garland, the pass to Okiki. Pass to Thompson. Out to Garland. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson outside. And it's Brunson again missing. The Cavaliers leading. And he banks in the layup. Okiki's got his first bucket in this one.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. And here's Brunson from the arc. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Brunson against Garland. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Brunson. And they're on the break. Beyond the arc. The putback. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Towns can't get it to go. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. Okoro passes to Allen. Outside Mitchell. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Towns. Left side Hart. Pass to Bridges. Wright against Allen. Wright, the pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. Anunoby with it. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Wright against Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Wright. From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bridges outside. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Bridges has got 20 points.
This is what you call putting it all together on the offensive end. Go ahead, Mikal Bridges.
From deep, Mitchell. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Here we go. 4-3. Hunter with the rebound. Cavaliers trail by 7. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
Mitchell against Wright. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Love the hustle from Towns right there, boy. Engaged defensively.
Here's Mitchell. No good again that time. New York leading by 7. Here's Wright. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Wright.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Towns outside. 6 on the shot clock. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Knicks lead by 9.
What a quick release on Towns' jumper. That makes it hard to contest.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Second chance effort. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Stolen by Mobley. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Oh, deflected.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
They get the rebound. Outside Hart. It's Bridges on the wing. The 3 ball. Pass to Wright. Here's Anunoby. Over Allen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings him with an 8. Both free throws good from Mitchell. Now here's Bridges. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. From downtown, Hunter with the rebound. And so it's Cleveland with it. The 3 from Mitchell. No luck on that one.
Well, he keeps taking shots and keeps missing. At what point do you get others involved?
3-pointer, Bridges. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Bridges.
And the Knicks lead by 10.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Okoro gets it to go.
Yeah, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
And so it's New York winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team.
Kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The guard pair for him will be Cunningham and Beasley. And it's Duran in at the 5. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Cunningham. Oh, wow.
Yes!
Defensive foul.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blooper.
And the shot goes in.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now, Okoro, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Okoro passes to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Beasley. Shots good by Mitchell.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Cunningham with it. Guarded by Hunter. Pass to Harris. The three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Cavaliers are gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Mitchell. He has 5. Hunter, no one around him. Now here's Okoro. Another shot. Back to Allen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Asar Thompson.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low, he rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And Allen drops them both. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cunningham, a screen on Hunter. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
The Pistons have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Now, here's Okoro. Drops in the layup for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Thompson. Isaac Okoro picking up that last basket. It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Got a piece of it. Mitchell against Thompson. Okoro dishes to Mobley. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Pistons trail by 4. And he may never be an all-star, but Richard Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a 3-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from 3.
Bounce pass from Okoro. Mitchell with it. Duran picks him up. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson against Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the down.
Cunningham outside. And he banks in the lane. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mitchell looking it over. In the corner, Okoro with it. Mobley against Harris. It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Harris.
Good opportunity for Harris to get something in the open floor where he can use his athleticism.
Mobley outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Thompson. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers lead by 4. And back with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court for the Pistons, the guard pair form will be Cunningham and Beasley. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Duren in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Thompson against Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
Detroit making a switch. Reed's checked in. Shooting 2. The first free throw is good.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
Cunningham outside. With the drive. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Hunter, here we go. Mitchell kicks to Hunter. Good D by Thompson.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
It's Beasley on the wing, covered by Okoro. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Beasley.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Mitchell against Thompson. Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell outside. In the corner, it's Mobley. In the lane, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Pistons trail by 3. to Duran. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
Beasley, the pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Down low, pulls up on the elbow. No good off the front iron. Pistons trail by 3.
2 minutes.
Thompson is double. Here's Reed. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Mobley. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
Reed a screen. Here's Thompson. And he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Mitchell over Thompson. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Mitchell kicks to Okoro. Beasley with the steal. Fast break Detroit. They get it again. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Hunter finds Mitchell. The tray. And another miss by Cleveland. Beasley outside.
And nothing fancy really about that. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Evan Mobley with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Sam Merrill out there with Garland. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Okeke in a power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Now Garland. Thompson in the corner. Back to Garland. The screen from Thompson. Right at the free throw line. Garland, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Pistons with possession here. A 2-point game. Schroeder uses the glass to finish the lane. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The 3 from Garland drills the 3-pointer.
He's just a crafty ball handler that does a great job of selling his move. Garland, this man will hit the break, stop, and pop.
Outside Hardaway. Harris setting the pick for Hardaway. Launches a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Garland with it, picked up by Harris. Here's Okeke. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Schroeder looking around. Out to Hardaway. On the wing, Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just a savvy pump fake move by Harris. He knows it'll get him some contact on the shot.
Tobias Harris. 2 shots.
And Harris drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Garland against Schroeder. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the
Schroeder against Garland.
2 minutes.
Schroeder kicks to Stewart. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 1. Pass to Okeke. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. The screen from Thompson. And that one is good from Okeke. Okeke's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass to Merrill. It's Bruce on the wing. The 3. Rebound by the Pistons. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. That's good from Harris.
A swing man that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
And, well, Detroit shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Hardaway is screen on Garland. From past the arc. Thompson with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Garland. Here's the screen. Banked in off the glass. Garland's got 10 points here in the second half.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll. Outside
Hardaway. for the lead. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Pistons on top, leading by a point. And right after this, we'll bring you the start. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The guard pair for him will be Cunningham and Beasley. And it's Thompson in at the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Beasley outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Buries it down low.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Cunningham inside. Covered by Okoro. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
We've gone about 1.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Mobley. And Cunningham with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, Mitchell missing. Pistons leading by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Mitchell passes to Hunter. Mitchell against Beasley. Kicks it out to Allen. Now, here's Hunter. Back to Allen. It's stolen by Duren. And here we go. Thompson heading to the... Oh, my goodness. Man.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Knocked loose and stolen by Thompson. Pass to Harris. 1:49 left in the 4th. Over Allen. Harris misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers. Maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Allen, a screen on Thompson. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Hunter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Beasley outside. Pass to Cunningham. It's tipped. Stolen by Okoro. Mobley against Cunningham. Rebound, Detroit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Reedy's checked in for the Pistons.
Pistons substitution. Number 7, Paul Reed.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And another turnover here by Detroit.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Pass to Okoro. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lets the three fly. Thompson with the rebound. Allen finds Mitchell. Now Hunter. Covered by Cunningham. Back to Hunter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Misses. And so the Pistons take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this.
Grab this. Not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham in at the point with Beasley. They're the backcourt. And it's Reed in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Dialed in, Cunningham, an innate ability to shoot.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Cunningham. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Right with the bucket.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pass.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Reed. Three-pointer. Towns with a rebound. Here's Hart. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Cunningham against Wright. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Thompson against Anunoby. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham passes to Harris. Here's Reed. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Anunoby against Cunningham. Now here's Anunoby. Defense is right there. Anunoby, a screen on Thompson. Bridges. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed.
Second team foul.
There's Cunningham with a three. Sinks it from distance. Cunningham's got 9.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
They grab their own miss. It's Hart on the wing.
2 minutes.
Wright with a screen on Harris. Here's Hart. And he lays it up and in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Cunningham against Wright. Here's Beasley. Again, the Pistons score.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Anunoby. Uncovered. Thompson pulls it in.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Here's Bridges. Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons lead by 3. Pass to Harris. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. And here's Wright from the arc. New York again can't hit. The 3 is up. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That'll be his second foul of the game.
13 foul.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Knocks down the long J. 14 points for him.
Yeah, an encouraging sign. When Cunningham is dialed in from deep, he's dangerous.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Knicks trail by 7. Shot to stop the run. Bridges misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons earning this break in the action. Up. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Now here's Reed, covered by Towns. Reed, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Hart passes to Bridges. Anunoby, a screen on Thompson. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Thompson outside. Pulls up on the wing. And again, no good by Detroit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Anunoby. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Anunoby's got 5 points.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
19.
Beasley, pass to Cunningham. Stolen by Bridges. Right up top. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Right against Cunningham. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Anunoby, a screen on Thompson. Towns, left side. Outside Hart. Towns, a screen on Harris. Hart. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the team.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson in the post. The layup misses.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Out to Bridges for 3. Drains the triple. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter. Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Knocked loose. Reed with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Here's Beasley. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Hart goes in. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Here's Cunningham. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. 4 on the clock. There's the drive. Yep, that one's good. Anunoby's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Achua with a screen on Cunningham. Right side, Brunson. Sneaking inside, it's Brunson.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Beasley for 3. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Knicks out in front. They lead by 1. Oh, all right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. They've got Tim Hardaway, Simone Fontecchio out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Duren, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Stewart against Achua. Schroeder, a screen on Achua. Here's Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Brunson against Schroeder. Robinson, a screen on Schroeder. Stolen by Schroeder. Down low. Back to Stewart. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The Knicks with the lead. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tim's MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Hardaway from outside. Pure from three-point range. Hardaway's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. That's tipped. Stolen by Schroeder. In transition, here they come. Back to Stewart. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Stewart, a screen on Achua. Just 4 to shoot. Good. Now it's a 4-point Pistons lead. The Knicks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And here's Brunson from the arc. That one's down for Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from three is a beautiful thing.
Pistons lead 41-40.
Fontecchio inside. He's against Tucker.
2 minutes.
Outside Schroeder. Wide open. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Detroit leading by 3. And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duren giving his all on the glass, Dan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket.
Now, you see Brunson work that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Schroeder finds Duren. Hardaway with it. 1:02 left in the third quarter. There's the triple. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Pistons lead by 3.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Brunson. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Stewart outside. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. For the lead. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got his first points of the game. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Hardaway into the lane. Here's Stewart. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. DeLon Wright is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Hart. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Oh, a terrific swat. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Back to Beasley. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Another shot. He can't hit that time. Cunningham with some nice D. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Beasley outside. And he drives in. Here's the 3. Reed, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Hart goes in. Up top, Bridges. And Reed pulls it down. The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
The 3, Bridges. And Reed pulls it down.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Obi for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Beasley. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And here's Wright from the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Beasley for 3. Drops in the 3.
Beasley.
And now it's an 11-point Pistons lead. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
And here's Wright from the arc. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Buries it from 3. And now just a 5-point Pistons lead.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers. Not intimidated at all by the big moment.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a foul.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Wright's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Good work there as it goes. And it's now only a 1-point Pistons lead.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you have to do.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his 5th foul.
13 foul.
51 seconds left to play in the 4th. Cunningham against Wright. 4 on the clock. Reed. And that time also a missed shot. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Beasley against Wright. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Towns for 3. The 3 won't fall. Outside Anunoby. So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. New York with the ball. And here's Brunson outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Pull-up jumper, such an essential part to Brunson's game.
Knicks lead 3-0.
Brunson against Mitchell. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Brunson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Offensive rebound. Okoro kicks to Hunter. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Towns. Out to Bridges. Shoots the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hunter, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of wing. Brent, he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
Now Mitchell. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
And here's Brunson outside. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, he is looking confident
Love how they're using that so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Defensive foul.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Mitchell. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's Brunson missing. Cavaliers leading. High post Allen. Pass to Okoro. The kick out to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Okoro passes to Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Hart with it. Guarded by Hunter. 3-on-3. Brunson against Mobley. Fires it up. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 10 points in the game.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now being assertive.
Again, Mitchell missing. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Now, here's Hunter. Nothing on the board.
Nice to see Hunter showing a little bit of nasty out there.
Knicks trail by 3. Brunson sets a screen for Anunoby. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Mitchell kicks to Hunter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. On deep, Brunson. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Count that one for Mobley.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hart the pass to Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Bridges for 3. No good that time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Cavaliers ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now, here's Mitchell. To the inside. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Anunoby. Brunson on the foul. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about Brunson? Just fighting to get inside, fighting for the board, and then fighting for 2 more points.
Hunter for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Brunson up top, covered by Mitchell. Bridges attacking. Brunson with a clean look. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Solid response from Brunson. I love how competitive this guy is.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
Cavaliers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Allen kicks to Okoro. Buries it from three-point range. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bridges misses.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here's Hunter. He's got 5. Inside. Towns with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Hart with the screen for Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Brunson. Jared Allen making his last shot. Out to Bridges. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And it's 6 points for Mikal Bridges. The Cavaliers leading by 3. 30-27. Mobley right side. Driving inside. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw a tackle over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's going to go on Josh Hart. The Cavaliers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Shots good by Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Pass to Hart. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. 3-point lead. And Mobley throws it down.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Back to Brunson. And stolen by Mobley. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Hunter, no one around him. Drills it from outside. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
New York foul. Mikal Bridges.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Third team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line, 2 shots.
And Mitchell drops them both. And it's sent back by Mitchell. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got Thompson. Garland is out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Okeke in at the 4 slot. Thompson sets the pick for Garland. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Garland's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game.
The wide open shot from Strus. From outside, off the mark. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Achua. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Okeke. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead. Pulls up on the wing. Achua, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Right side, Garland. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Achua. For New York, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's McBride. He's defended by Merrill. Here's Payne. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Outside Garland. Beyond the arc. Nailed from 3-point land. Garland's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Cavs. Payne passes to McBride. Now Tucker. Back to McBride. Here's Payne. From down in the low post. It goes.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Garland attacking. Rebounded by Tucker. Knicks trail by 11. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's McBride. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Merrill. Guarded by Tucker. Thompson passes to Okeke. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
From Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Achua, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Here's Okeke. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from it.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Cavaliers lead 52-41.
Garland surveying the D. Back to Merrill. Garland with it, working on Payne. A three from Strus. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fires top of the key. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got P.J. Tucker, Mitchell Robinson out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. McBride's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Garland the pass to Merrill. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland left side. Okeke. Pass to Merrill. Jacks up a 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's Robinson high post. 3-pointer. A putback. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mobley. Pass to Hunter. Back to Mobley. Over Hart. Hunter with it. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Mobley. Knicks trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Back to Mitchell. Mobley has screen on Bridges. And Mobley throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. From deep 3-point land, not that long, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Brunson.
Man, that one's deep, showing you Brunson's got some confidence in the stroke here.
And the shot goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Brunson, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Okoro finds Allen to the middle. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
Okoro making the right decision that time to keep it and score it.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. And Mobley throws it down.
See the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Knicks trail by 13. Anunoby, good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Bridges a screen on Mitchell. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translates.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown from Cleveland.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And no matter what they've tried, he just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Hunter kicks to Okoro. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mobley. Shoots over Brunson. Count that one for Mobley. And that's now 18 points for Evan Mobley. And stolen by Mobley.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Cleveland.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Evan Mobley.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Mitchell with it, hard covering. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Anunoby. 5 to shoot. And it's Mitchell missing. Hunter against Anunoby. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Anunoby at the line, 2 shots.
That's good from Anunoby. That one is no good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is
Paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Pass to Mobley. Okoro with the ball. Driving in, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Man, we have seen some ferocious jams by Isaac Okoro off the drive. Good night.
Cunningham outside. Now Beasley fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Hunter to the middle. Here's Mobley. Oh, hey, how about that? And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan. Mobley, go get it.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half in. Outside Hunter. Pass to Okoro. Hunter against Cunningham. Mobley on a screen. And Hunter, here we go. And finished off by Hunter.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's Cunningham. Over Hunter. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Outside Mitchell. Shoots over Thompson. Mitchell misses. The Pistons have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. The finish! And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Allen a screen. From deep, Mitchell hits the three-pointer.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league. It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. In company he keeps.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Cunningham. 1:05 left in the opening quarter. And here's Reed. Shot clock at 5. Puts the move on. Back to Cunningham. Over Hunter. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Cavaliers trail by 4. Okoro passes to Hunter. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Thompson against Mitchell. Cunningham outside. Pass to Beasley. Thompson outside. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Okoro outside. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
And he gets it back. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Detroit on top. They're up by 4. And we'll... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Cunningham in at the point with Beasley. They're the backcourt. Thompson out there with Paul Reed. And it's Duren. Wow! Put that in the dunk contest!
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Here's Cunningham. The Cavaliers pull it in. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced the Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Inside. Outside for Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Allen on the wing. Okoro right side. Thompson with a steal. Cunningham right side. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Mobley. All alone. Duren with a rebound. The Pistons leading. To the inside. Thompson. Misses from short range. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Cunningham outside. Beasley outside. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
There are very few guys who can match the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell. How quickly does he get off his feet?
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Clock is at 3. Beasley for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mobley's got 5 points now in the quarter. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
They set a pick. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now, make no mistake, there's some big-time athleticism when you're talking about Malik Beasley. Rise up and finish at the cup.
Here's Mitchell, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Now here's Reed. Still no points. Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Hunter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Koro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
They set the pick. Here's Beasley. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Beasley's got 10.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And Reed pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Heads-up play by Beasley. We all know this guy has an instinct to score, but right there, moving the ball, such a pretty pass.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell, good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Cunningham passes to Reed. On the wing, Thompson. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 6.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Detroit on top. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about it, thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, it's been quite a game for Malik Beasley.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So for Cleveland right now, Sam Merrill out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Okeke in at the 4. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For the Cavaliers, Okeke, Chuma, Okeke.
And the second free throw is good. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Here's Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Here's Garland. Takes the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fontecchio, right side. Pass to Stewart. Outside Hardaway. From the arc. And it's Okeke with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Garland. To the middle. Pass to Strus. Thompson with a screen. Garland for 3. The rebound by Detroit.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. It's Stewart, high post. Harris outside. Thompson pulls it in. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Merrill outside. Oh, Harris with the block.
A sneaky 6'8". Harris putting his length to use.
Garland scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Simone Fontecchio.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that. But then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Here's Strus. Merrill outside. On the wing, Strus. That's short off the rim. The Pistons have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And that one's good. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
And nice strength from Harris, fending off the contact with ease.
Garland against Hardaway. Fires from deep. And another miss by Cleveland.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Harris finds Stewart. And it's all from 3-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Merrill outside. He got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Here's Garland. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Shoots from 12. Pass to Okeke. Outside Strus. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
For 3, Hardaway on target from range. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long distance look right there.
Hardaway against Garland. There's a screen by Okeke. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Cavaliers.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Okoro passes to Mobley. Misses the baby hook. Beasley outside. Cunningham, a screen on Hunter. And it's Beasley penetrating. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
From deep, Mitchell. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Detroit on top, up by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Detroit leading by 5. Cunningham in at the point with Beasley. They're the backcourt. Durant out there with Paul Reed. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Stolen by Mitchell. The 3 from Okoro. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mobley. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And Mobley throws it down.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Beasley into the lane, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
This is the danger of letting Malik Beasley catch a rhythm. We know this guy is capable of scoring in bunches.
Mitchell against Thompson. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Mitchell. Down low. Mobley. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Both good from the line that time. For Detroit, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep right.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action. This challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Okoro outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Okoro's got 5 points in the quarter.
What tremendous control from Isaac Okoro. His coaches encourage him to attack through contact.
Here's Cunningham. Driving inside. Cunningham going to work inside.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
The drive by Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Detroit.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Duren. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Duren.
With the big-time and one, this is now a two-possession game.
Here's Mitchell. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Reed, covered by Mobley. Thompson scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Pistons lead by 6.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
How about the young big man, Evan Mobley, coming through in the clutch? We see you, young sir.
Pass to Reed. The 3. The rebound by Allen.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Mobley outside. Allen a screen. Nice move. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Beasley going inside. Money!
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Cleveland calls timeout. 1 second left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
The 3 from Mitchell. No good. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final prep. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Coming. Into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
So the New York starting five, they've got Wright. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Towns in at the five, roaming the paint. Now Anunoby, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Bridges, and there's the drive.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Anunoby, good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Right against Beasley. Anunoby outside. Pass to Wright. Back to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Over Cunningham. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Reed, a screen on Hart. Harris kicks to Reed. No good on the triple. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin is just a basketball player, and he's very, very good.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Here's Bridges. Malik Beasley making his last shot. Right, the pass to Hart. Fires for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
Defending Cunningham was a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And here's Cunningham. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. The Knicks pull it in.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Anunoby with it. Beasley covering. Anunoby gets to right. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Now here's Thompson. Cunningham sets a screen for Thompson. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Cunningham's got 5.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
The guard pair for him will be Cunningham and Beasley. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Reed. And at the 5 down low. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Pistons. Right outside. No good from outside. Detroit leading by 6. Pass to Reed. Back to Thompson. And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Wright with it. Bridges sets the screen for Wright, and he drives in, and they pick up 2.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham kicks to Beasley. Here's Harris. And Wright pulls it down.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time you just couldn't get it done.
It's good.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels, and Bridges with the smooth release.
On the wing, Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's Thompson with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Bridges, no one around him. Bangs home the trifecta. Bridges has got 11 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now, Wright, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. And Wright, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Now, just a 1-point Detroit lead. Dan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very different. And stolen by Wright. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does stink. I'll tell you that much.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Cunningham.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through him.
Bridges kicks to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 7. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges with it. He's got 11. Pass to Wright. Back to Bridges. Now, Wright. Anunoby outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Misses in close. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Back to Beasley. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Reed. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Hart. Here's Bridges. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks out front as they end the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And New York, looking at who they've got. PJ Tucker is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
4 on the shot clock. Here is Fontecchio. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New York leading by 3. McBride passes to Brunson. And it's blocked. Schroeder with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And good that time. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Brunson takes off. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Fontecchio, guarded by Tucker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Fontecchio. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here's Brunson. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Achua. It's a three-point game. But done by Achua.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Hardaway. Still scoreless. Pass to Stewart. For three. Connects from three-point range.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Brunson with it. Duran picks him up. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Achua kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Schroeder. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Pistons trail for the lead. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And Brunson, here we go. Brunson, nice read. Quick decision.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Brunson against Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Into the lane. And then Hardaway with the dunk. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. From downtown. Rebound, Detroit. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Hardaway against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Stewart. Back to Hardaway. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And Stewart gets it to go. Now it's a 3-point Piston lead.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And it's Detroit's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Schroeder passes to Hardaway. Up again. Can't throw down the putback. Knicks trail by 3. Tucker finds Brunson. Now McBride. There's a good screen. Out to the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. McBride's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Schroeder looking over the floor. And he drops it in from the low post. Schroeder's got 6. Brunson outside. Can't cash in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The guard pair for him will be Cunningham and Beasley. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Towns. Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham gets the bucket. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Bridges inside. He's covered by Thompson.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Now, here's Cunningham. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Cunningham against Towns. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Hart, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Cunningham.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Cunningham against Bridges. Cunningham inside. Misses the layup. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Pass to Bridges. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
13 foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The kick out to Towns. Pulls up from the corner. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now here is Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
On the wing, Bridges. Towns the screen. Takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound. It's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Harris. It's rebounded by New York.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Now, here's Bridges. Anunoby outside. Back to Bridges. A shake. Good. Nothing but net. And that's 21 points for Mikal Bridges.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Oh, that is...
The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call,
You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off hard.
Second personal foul.
Drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Beasley.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
So it's New York now. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Bridges inside. Working on Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow. Duran pulls it in. Now the Pistons with it. A 2-point game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Now here's Towns with the drive. Ooh, offline. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Beasley for 3.
Oh, amazing. Perfect timing there.
Down he goes at the buzzer. Oh.